Dear respected Thai, dear Noble Sangha, as everyone's continue to arrive in to the hall, and I would like to invite all of us to to join me in a couple of silent sitting meditation before we listen to three sound of the bell to begin our section today. So now I would like to invite all of us to please bring our awareness to our breathing, aware of our in-breath and our out-breath as we're breathing in and breathing out. And then to extend our awareness to our whole body, aware of our whole body, whether we are sitting on a cushion or on a chair. Please relax. Feel very comfortable in your seating. And just aware of the whole body, however the body happens to be. Just aware of the state of the body. And as we continue to breathe in and out in awareness, we will feel the body becomes relaxed more and more. Dear respected teacher, dear Noble Sangha, today is Sunday, December 7th in the year 2025, and we are in the Ocean of Peace Meditation Hall at Deer Park Monastery on a Sunday, day of mindfulness. Thank you so much for coming to join us today. Sitting here, I feel very warm with the love for my monastic sisters and brothers. And Sister Nghiem, my other sisters, spent the whole day yesterday to arrange the centerpiece for the Sangha at this holiday season. And then she also arranged a beautiful flowers on here. And she said, it's for me. You can come and enjoy it later. It has a bird nest on a little branch here. It's very beautiful. And I also so much aware of the presence of my younger brothers and sisters sitting just right in front of me to support me. So it would be much easier for me to speak in Vietnamese, but I chose to speak in English so that I feel like I can speak directly to my, especially my younger brothers and sisters who have been a great support and inspiration for my monastic life at Deer Park, and also for our friends who speak English. So please accept my English as it is. If you've been here with us since the beginning of our rain retreat, we are in our rain retreat, 90 days retreat. And you probably already heard many times that my brother and sister share that the Dharma Teacher Council of Deer Park, we choose to use Thai calligraphy to be our theme of our Dharma talk during this rain retreat. So this is my calligraphy for today. I actually didn't choose the calligraphy, but the calligraphy chose me. I still remember during the meeting, and when Thầy Bảo Dung mentioned about the theme, and then this calligraphy came to my mind. So I thought that the calligraphy chose me. It's Be Still and Know. So one of my favorites calligraphy from Thai. I remember in my very early 20s, I came to Vạn Hạnh Temple in Vietnam, in Saigon. The Vạn Hạnh Temple, also known as Vạn Hạnh University of Buddhist Study. And I saw a sentence just below the roof of the gates of the monastery, of the temple. And the sentence was Duy tuệ thị nghiệp. So that sentence always stayed with me. And as I thought about what she shared today, that sentence also came to my mind, so I thought I'd like to mention that. the Vạn Hạnh Temple is one of the places that Thầy, our teacher, gave the teachings in the very early time in Vietnam. And the head of the monastery is also Thay's friend, the Venerable Master Minh Châu. He translated both the Chinese canon and the Pali canon from Chinese and Pali into Vietnamese, so that we have the Vietnamese canon to study now. And I was fortunate enough to also receive the 5 mindfulness training from him at my early 20s. I was always so grateful for that first encounter at the temple, and it led me to this monastic path. So when I began to practice with the Sangha in the Plum Village tradition, and when I learned Thay's teaching on mindfulness, concentration, and insight, when I learned and practiced mindfulness, and I learned Thay's teaching on mindfulness, concentration, and insight, I knew this is the path. And I remember the sentence that I saw at the temple at that time. Duy tuệ thị nghiệp. It means in English is understanding or insight is our only vocation, or our only career. So insight is our only vocation. And that's why when I practice and study and practice Thay's teaching with the Sangha in my late 20s, and I knew immediately this is the path. May I write on the board? So. This is my way of taking time. When I reflect on the calligraphy, be still and know, I also see the calligraphy of mindfulness, concentration, and insight in it. And mindfulness, concentration, and insight is also the seal, the logo of Plum Village. You can see on our logo up there. So the word is Smrti, Samadhi, and Prajna is mindfulness and concentration and insight. So when we are still, we are mindful. And when we continue to develop our stillness, and we are developing our mindfulness and concentration. So I also want to bring another calligraphy into my sharing today. Is the calligraphy listen deeply to understand. So these three calligraphy that I always feel that is there as a guide for me, and also it related to the sentence that I first encountered when I first time came to a Buddhist temple, Buddhist monastery in my very early age. Thầy always remind us that when we are mindful, we also need to also remember to be mindful of something. You know, we are mindful of our breathing, mindful of our body. So there's always an object of mind. So when we say be still and know, we may like to also reflect, contemplate on to know what, or listen deeply to understand what, so that we kind of have some focus on our contemplation or practice. And I know that when we practice, we want to understand ourselves, to know ourselves, and to understand our sufferings, so that we can take better care of ourselves and to take care of our suffering, to transform our suffering, to be more happy, and to know how to suffer. When we know how to suffer, we already suffer less. 3 weeks ago, Sister Nghiem gave a Dharma talk, and in her Dharma talk, she wrote on the board. She's an artist, so she wrote very beautifully that herself sitting on earth and around the 5 circles. And I don't know how to draw beautiful like her, but I can share that this human being called ourselves, it consists of the 5 aggregates. In Buddhism, we call the 5 skandhas: the body, the feeling, the perception, mental formations, and consciousness. So the body is part of the body. And the other four, the feeling, perception, mental formation, and consciousness, is belong to the mind. So when we say that to understand our body and mind, it means to understand our physical body, our feeling, our mental formations, our perception. And as we learn and practice, we can listen to our body, to understand our body, how the body is doing, what is happening, what is going on in the body. And in the same way, we can listen to our feeling, we listen to our perceptions. And in that way, we understand our body, our feelings, our minds. So to know what to do, how to live our life, so that we can live our life more peacefully and happily. Can we listen to the sound of the bell? So the career or the vocation of the practitioner of our monastic brothers and sisters here is to cultivate our insight, because that is why we are here. And we know that mindfulness, when we are mindful and constantly being mindful, we will develop our understanding. And insight is within mindfulness and concentration. So that's what we are doing here. That's what our vocation. And that's what our friends coming here to join us. A few weeks ago, I was invited by Sister Nghiem to share with the long term in Clarity Hamlet. And I share with them that it's not easy for us to maintain our practice throughout the day, from the early morning until late evening. So to have this schedule is very important. And in the monastery, whether we have friends coming to practice with us or not, whether it's outside the theme special retreat or not, we always have the schedule. So the schedule is helping us to discipline ourselves in the practice. No matter if you want or not, you have to wake up at 5 o'clock at least. And then you have to go to sitting meditation, you have to go for meals on time, and you have to go for walking meditation. When I say we have to, it doesn't mean we have to. But that is a kind of discipline that helps us and to support us to practice. So having the scheduled activities in our daily life is very important support us to live our vocation, to cultivate mindfulness, to deepen our concentration, to prepare the ground for clarity and insight to manifest. I also share with our friends that the practice in our tradition is very, very easy. It doesn't require any effort. It's really effortless. So we also listened to Thai's Dhamma talk in the past weeks, and Thai also emphasize a lot on to enjoy and relax when we practice. So having that encouragement from a teacher, just to enjoy and to relax while you are practicing is very encouraging. And I also share in the monastic Dhamma sharing on Thursday that I've been really enjoy the enjoyment and relaxation in my daily practice. What does it mean when I say that? Just to enjoy and relax in our practice. We have a sitting meditation, walking meditation, eating meditation, and working meditation. So it's every activities in our daily scheduled activities is a meditation practice. So to enjoy sitting is when we sit, we just sit. We don't need to do anything special during sitting meditation. Just to sit and be aware of the sitting. Be aware of our just in-breath and out-breath as it's happening. We don't need to try to make the breaths to be different in any way. So when we sit, we just sit and enjoy the sitting, and enjoy the breathing, and enjoy being in the body. When we walk, just as this morning we walk together, that is walking meditation. Just walk. We don't need to walk in any special way. No efforts. Just enjoy walking and enjoy resting in the walking. And that is what our teacher encouraged us to do. And eating meditation, I always heard friends share that the monastics, the sisters and then the brothers cook so well, and the food here is so delicious. I guess that is, you are partially right, but I think the other parts are to make the food here is so delicious because you know how to enjoy eating at the monastery. So you just eat. When we eat, we just eat. We eat the food, and we don't eat, like projects. We don't eat our worries and anxiety. We just enjoy eating and enjoy being with the Sangha, those practitioners around us, and that is why you feel the food is so good. Of course, I have to admit and also agree that we cook very well. But I think that the part that we really enjoy eating in mindfulness, in awareness, in community, Sanghahood, that really make it the meal different from how normally we eat when we are outside. And working meditation too. So I also see our long-term friends in Clarity, like Hamlet, is so happy, so enthusiastic to have the sisters to do the work around the Hamlet. You don't receive any pay, but you work so wholeheartedly. I guess you also because you also enjoy working with the Sangha very much in that spirit. So you see, that is what we are doing, or no, not doing, practicing to cultivate mindfulness, concentration, and to have an insight, or to prepare the grounds for insight. Ultimately, we know that we practice also to know who we really are, why we are here in this life, and how we will be after we die. That is a very deep question, and it's very, many of us, we came to the spiritual path because of the desire to know, to understand our suffering, why we suffer so much, why we are here in this world and have to endure all this suffering. So we all have, whether it is very obvious, or it is somewhere deep down into our consciousness that we want to know who we really are. Last week, on Sunday, just past midnight, last Sunday, a younger sister in my ordination family, she passed away. If you were here 3 weeks ago, on the day that Sister Nghiem gave her Dhamma talk, and she dedicated her Dhamma talk to our sister. And at that time she was very sick, and eventually she passed away last week on Sunday. Her passing beyond was very, very deep and very powerful teaching for many of us on many important teachings of the Buddha, the teaching on impermanence, the teaching on no birth, no death. When my sisters know that I will give the Dhamma talk today, and they asked me to share a little bit about our sister who passed away last week, today. Also to maybe give an update for those friends who were here a few weeks ago, and also to honor my sister. So I don't know what to share, because it would take a whole Dhamma talk to share about her and the process of her passing away. This is a photo of her. So instead of sharing about my sister, I would like to read a passage from a letter that I wrote to her in honoring her. It will be very short, so please bear with me, because that is what I want to share with you about my sister. Beloved younger sister in the Dharma, I will read only a short passage. In these past weeks, I have deeply felt the beauty and the sacredness of the process of releasing the bodily form. It's so beautiful and sacred. I saw you as a leaf of a maple tree. In spring and summer, the green maple leaves offer shade to all. When autumn comes, the leaves turn golden, then red, so beautifully. And in winter, the maple leaf performs a magnificent final dance in the wind before landing to the ground, returning to Mother Earth, resting, preparing, and waiting to manifest. Manifest again when spring arrives. I experienced such leaves during the time when I lived at Blue Cliff Monastery, and I often wept in happiness witnessing the red, ripened maple leaves swirling so majestically in the wind before returning to the earth. And I saw you in those maple leaves. You have offered shades to so many. You have ripened beautifully, and in these past weeks, you have been prepared to descend gracefully and peacefully to finally return to the source. So, dear friends, my sister, she lived her monastic life for 20 years, and she lived so beautifully. She practiced and lived in the Sangha so wholeheartedly. I met her 2 years ago when we went to Vietnam to participate in the ceremony of great memorial of our teacher last year, and she was well and healthy. Worked so hard during that time, and then just earlier in a few months ago, we received the news that she was very sick, And then very soon after that, and we also received the news that the doctor said that we have no hope that she would recover, and they advised us, the monastic Sangha and her family, to prepare. So we had about 2 months to prepare, and her preparation process to pass was so beautifully, so gracefully, and so bravely. She had no fear of death at all. She endured a lot of pain, physical pain, but always remained her beautiful smile and her peace. I guess that she knows that her life is not end when her physical body no longer working harmoniously anymore, but she continued, and that's why she remained her peace, her happiness, and her clarity until the very last minutes when she take the last breath. So it was a very, very beautiful and powerful teaching for many of us, especially for those who was very close to her, take care of her the last 2 months, and also for the younger sisters at the monastery in Vietnam. And we heard this sharing in her memorial ceremony a few days ago. Living and practicing at the monastery with the monastic Sangha, I always see that to always remember the reason why we are here, the reason why we practice is very important. And always coming back to that aspiration of being here, and having the support of the friends on the path is also very important. When we practice alone, sometimes we don't don't have. We don't feel motivated enough. So having friends around us to support us and to remind us is very important. And in our tradition, Thai, in Plum Village tradition, Thai emphasize so much on building Sangha and practicing with the Sangha. And we see so deeply in our daily practice the importance of it. Of course, sometimes we have an opportunity to have some lazy days, and we can practice solo. We can have a solo retreat, but that would be just for short time. But in the long term, we really need the Sangha. We really need friends on the path. And I feel so happy and so inspired by the long-term friends. Every year, we have more and more friends coming to practice with us in Salty Hamlet and Clarity Hamlet. They really make a commitment to practice. And they know that, having the support of the Sangha, the practice community, is important for them. So they put away of everything to come here to practice together with the monastery for 3 months. And the condition is, of course, it's not as comfortable and easy as staying at home. It's very cold, and many of our friends camping, but they are always, so happy, enthusiastic, and wholehearted in the practice. And having our friends here is really supports the monastic, really support me, because when I see our friends practice, it's inspired me and motivated me to practice. So I'm very grateful for those who come here for a retreat, 1 week, 3 months, or a day of mindfulness, so that we can support each other, inspire each other on the path of practice, to cultivate and deepening our practice of mindfulness, concentration, and to take care of ourselves. I really love the Zen circle. I asked my sister to write for me a calligraphy just before she went to Vietnam to take care and to support the sisters in Vietnam. And I asked her to write the calligraphy in the circle, because to me the circle has a very meaningful to me. I see the circle, it's like the sun or the full moon. And the circle also means to me that our mind in perfect mindfulness. When our mind in perfect mindfulness, there is no thought of right and wrong. So when the mind is in perfect mindfulness, we have a right view. The right view in the teaching of Thai, the right view is the absence of all views. And that's why when I see the Zen circle, especially just the empty circle, it's always reminded me to come back to my body, to my mindful breath, mindful step, to dwell in the present moment, so that my mind is not carried away by thoughts about the past and worry about the future. I want to share with you, to show you a Zen circle, the original Zen circle that I received directly from Thai in 2010 in Plum Village. And I always have this calligraphy with me in my study corner. It reminded me to turn off the non-stop thinking radio, to return to the present moment, so that the full moon can shine, the sun can shine. And to me, I also understand this is also represents our original mind. This is our original mind. And as we grow up, our mind is covered but with the practice, mindfulness, we can always return to this place of no thoughts. And when the mind is clear, like the full moon, that is where we can see things very clearly, and we can understand ourselves. We can listen to ourselves deeply. My daily practice is very simple. I love to follow the Sangha schedule. I'm a very simple person, and I like to do very simple things. So I just enjoy all the activities that we have in the schedule, and being there fully, participate fully, and I want just to be there to benefit from the practice of the Sangha and be a support for the Sangha. And I know just by doing that, I am fulfilling my vocation as a monastic. And because I'm a very simple person, I live very simply, and my sharing, my talk is also very simple. So that's all I have to share with you today. I take the opportunity to of giving a Dhamma talk today, also to close the chapter of being with my sister and grieving together with the family, my ordination family, and also the monastic family of her passing. So I would like to sing the Irish blessing to bid her farewell, and also to close to end the Dhamma talk today. So I'd like to invite all of you to close your eyes with me. I also close my eyes, so please. May the road rise with you. May the winds be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. May the rain fall soft upon your field. And until we meet again, may love hold you in the hollow of her hand.
Dear respected Thai, dear community, we may now unfold our legs and gently stretch. And in a moment, with